I've just spent 7 weeks living and working remotely in Thailand, and I want to give you my honest thoughts of what it's like. The good, the bad, and some of the unexpected things from living here. So if you're thinking about coming out here or becoming a digital nomad, and you want to know what it's like to live and work remotely in Thailand, then I'm going to give you the honest thoughts after almost 7 weeks, and it's the honest thoughts that you might not see when you're scrolling Instagram for digital nomad content in Thailand. So, if you're new to the channel, my name is James Eardley. A couple of years ago, I was stuck in a 9-to-5 job, dreaming of more freedom. Fast forward to now, and I'm running my businesses online while traveling the world. And Thailand has been one of the highlights so far, one of the best places to live. I'll give you the reasons why behind that, and I'm going to give you pros and cons after spending almost 2 months here. So, firstly, the pros of living in Thailand as a digital nomad. The first one has to be the convenience and affordability. So convenience is a big one if you're working remotely. So, and having that convenience, it's also convenient at your fingertips for a very affordable price compared to the UK. So food delivery, we get lunch and tea or dinner, however you call it, 2 meals every single day delivered to us in the week, and we go out for food in the weekends. But food delivery per person is somewhere between £2 and £5 for a nice meal to be delivered to us very quickly and conveniently just using an app. We're in Koh Phangan now. We've spent time in Koh Samui before, and with different apps, it's super easy to find lots of food options and get food delivered to you very conveniently. Also, laundry. You can get laundry done for you. You haven't got to worry about doing that yourself. You can also have cleaners if you stay in resorts like we are. We've got cleaners coming in every single day, and so we're not spending time thinking about the little things, spending time thinking about things that take you away from the most important tasks in building a business or generating the income that you're generating. And because it's so affordable, you can focus your energy on work so that you can focus on growing yourself, growing your business, and you're not worrying about making food for yourself or cleaning up or doing the laundry. So very, very blessed to be in a country like that, and it really does make a huge difference for the amount of focus. Now, the second thing is quite an obvious one, but especially coming from the UK, the weather is a huge part of why it's so much more beneficial to be out here. Getting sunlight every single day is massive, especially we've come between March and April time. We first got here at the end of February, and that time is so dark in the UK, and it's so different to be here and see sun every single day. You really can't beat it. It really helps the mood, and it's just beautiful to be in a place that's sunny and warm pretty much every single day. So the next thing, the third pro, is that I found it so much easier to focus here rather than being in my home country. So something that I don't hear people talk about too often, but the amount of distractions when you're in your home country around your friends and family in your home country, it's a lot more easy to get distracted and pulled into doing different activities. Whereas when you're away and you've made it your focus to work on yourself and your business, there's so much less distractions. And that means all of that time and mental energy can be put into what you're building. So you don't have fear of missing out because you're not seeing what others are doing, or you're not able to be around those people anyway. You're not feeling being pulled by people and asked to do things. And the level of clarity and focus that's given me is amazing. Now, that's not just specific to Thailand, that's more so digital nomads in general, but that's a great one because it's so far away in Thailand from my home country. The fourth thing, a pro, is the internet quality. The Wi-Fi speed is amazing. Everywhere we stayed in Koh Samui and in Koh Phangan has been good, but that does come with research. You need to research the Airbnbs or booking.com, wherever you're going to stay and however you book it, make sure you check. But we always do the research up front before booking an apartment. We make sure that there's good Wi-Fi in the apartment and the co-working spaces that we have access to as well. So as long as you do your research and you get good accommodation, Wi-Fi speed is super reliable. In fact, it's better than what I have in my home when I go back into the UK. So it's amazing. And the fifth thing that's huge for me is just the natural beauty of the country of Thailand. Unbelievable. The white sand beaches, the trees, the tropical feel, everywhere you look is incredible. It's very inspiring. If you're not on the beach, you're in like a jungle landscape if you're here in Koh Phangan, and it just recharges you in a way that the grey UK never did for me. And when I'm in surroundings like this, it's so much easier to feel inspired, motivated, creative, and excited to work when you're in an environment like this. Now, moving on to the downside or the cons. The first one is that the time zone is very different to the UK. So for me in the UK, before the clocks went forward in the UK, there's a 7-hour time difference when it's Greenwich Mean Time in the winter months. And then we've been here since the clocks have gone forward in the UK, so it's now 6 hours ahead. It's not something that would put me off, but if you're very reliant on the UK time zone hours and you need to be on calls with people in the UK, then you'd be working from somewhere between 4 p.m. and midnight or 3 p.m. till 11 to be 9 to 5 hours in the UK. And that's actually, in a way, been a benefit because I like the fact that you get a head start on the UK and you also get the daytime hours to go out and explore before the UK have woken up. But if you feel like you don't want to be working into the evenings, and if you're somebody that wants to have evenings to yourself, then yeah, you might want to consider the time zone before coming out here. The second thing, something that we've noticed as a downside, is power cuts. So we're on islands over here, so we're in Koh Samui in Koh Phangan, and so there are power cuts we've noticed. Now, it's not something that's been a huge hindrance, but it does happen, so it's something to be aware of. Like sometimes there's just been blackouts, especially if there's been some high wind or storms. Power lines can be affected and you can have power cuts. They don't happen every day, but you might want to consider backups if it's really important that you're not suffering too much. It didn't affect me on the work that I did, but it does happen and it's a downside compared to the UK. And the third downside is that there is a bit of a party culture in some parts of Thailand, of course, and so it's important that when you do your research about where you want to stay, that you stay in areas that are more set up for focus, because we've come here, myself, my girlfriend, my partner Rianne, we've come here so that we can focus, build our businesses and focus on growing ourselves as people as well. So it's important that the environment you put yourself in is going to match up with the goals that you've got, and if you want to build a business and focus, make sure you're in environments that you can find these in Thailand that are just more set up for focus and relaxation. So we're on Koh Phangan, there is a party side of the island, and we're on the other side, which is a lot more relaxed and chilled, and so it's just worth doing some research to make sure that your area is not going to be next door to parties going on all the time. Again, it comes down to research to make sure that you can overcome that. So my final thoughts after living here, and whether I recommend it for you or not, is that there are a few of those downsides, but on the whole, it's been one of the best environments I've ever been in to work and to build a business. The level of focus, the beauty, the weather, and so affordable and so convenient, they far outweigh the minor downsides that we've noticed from working and living here. So I'd absolutely recommend it to you. If you want to go into a season of growth personally and professionally for your business and career, and you want to do that in a place that allows an incredible lifestyle, surrounded by natural beauty and in gorgeous weather, then Thailand has to be one of the best places in the world. We've travelled now to Vietnam, we've been to Madeira, south of Spain, Montenegro, and worked abroad from a few other places as well. And Thailand so far has been the best. Now we're going to Bali next. We travel to Bali in a few days' time, and I wonder if that's going to trump it even further. And I'm sure I'll make a video while out there about what it's like to work in Bali. Haven't been there yet, but my experience of Thailand, for all those reasons, is fantastic, and I'm definitely going to be returning here in the future to continue building my business. So if you're inspired, if you want to come and live and work in Thailand, but perhaps you haven't yet set up an online income stream and you want to know how to become a digital nomad, then feel free to join my free community, which is the first link in the description, which helps you to get really clear and focused and consistent on building an online income stream that allows you to live and work from anywhere. So I'm really passionate about showing people that there are different ways to live rather than the 9-to-5 path that we're all pushed down. So join the community to learn how you can implement that for yourself. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, giving you a perspective from somebody that's been here now for almost 7 weeks, and this has been my experience of Thailand. So hope you've enjoyed the video, and with that said, I'll catch you in the next one.